Here, great to see you.
Thank you.
What you do is you answer pet questions. So we've posted a phone number a little bit earlier in the show, and we already have a question, and this is from Lisa. Lisa wants to know, Dr. B, should I be worried about the Zika virus in the summer months for indoor and outdoor dogs?
Well, the Zika virus is transmitted by mosquitoes. Most of the time, viruses are very species specific. I really haven't done any research on that, but I would bet that your risk of that in dogs is probably pretty low. I'll have to look that up though. I'm not sure if there's any sort of zoonotic potential there or not, whether it can jump the species barrier. That's a pretty strong barrier for most viruses.
And it's a timely question. You know, they're thinking about, I mean, there's been questions swirling if they should even cancel the Olympics in Brazil because of the Zika virus and the issues concerning pregnant women and all these athletes coming from different countries. So great question. Dr. B will look that up for you.
I'll have to research that.
How about
That's
that?
a good question. I'm going to have to look that up.
Okay, so let's talk about this time of the year for the pets. I mean, give us some do's and don'ts when it comes to, I know it may be obvious, but there are some people who are, right now, they have their very first pets, and so they need to know what to do when it comes to summer heat.
Well, number one, you got to make sure they're on heartworm prevention. This is one of the peak seasons for mosquitoes, and that's how they get heartworms. Heartworms are very deadly. They will kill the dogs, not like intestinal worms where it just might make them sick or something, you know, make them lose weight. No, the heartworms will kill your dog. So you need to make sure they're on prevention for that. You can't put them on prevention until they've been tested. Some of the preventions are very dangerous if they already have heartworms. So you need to make sure they're tested. You need to, obviously, this time of year, it's getting hot. Please, please, please do not leave your dog in your car, even with the windows rolled down. They cannot sweat. So they are totally dependent on air temperature to cool off. They just have to breathe hard, and if the air is cooler than they are, they can cool off. If it's hotter than they are, they're going to die very quickly, within 10 minutes.
Yeah, far too many times we hear about that happening in different portions of the country, so hopefully this helps at least one family know what to do and what not to do. Let's go back to the shots that they have to get. Okay, some of us are kind of busy, and maybe you're 2 or 3 weeks behind on your shots. That's totally different than 3 or 4 months, though, when it comes to
shots.
picking up on those shots.
No, shots are not. It's not one of those things where if you've missed a month, except for you know, like trying to get into a boarding kennel or something like that, you have to have them up to date. But as far as your dog's health goes, that is not a huge deal. Nobody is absolutely sure how long vaccines last in dogs. We have a pretty good idea, but most of the ones that we use really need to be re-upped every year, like parvo and distemper and stuff. But we're not absolutely sure about that, and it varies greatly from dog to dog, depending on their age, depending on their health status and everything.
That's why you need a great vet, just like you. Like that. There's your information for people. If you have more questions for Dr. B, here's his address and location. There's 2 Dr. B's. You're in for a treat. Thank you. Happy Friday.